Everyone in my queue got rejected. That's not just a clickbait title. That's a real experience shared by an Indian professional who applied for US visa with a clean record and still got rejected. If you are planning to apply for B1 or B2 US visa, this story might just save you from making the same mistake. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So now let's talk about what went wrong and how you can avoid rejection even when everything seems perfect on paper. A 28 years old Indian data analyst working at a reputed company was asked to attend an in-person business meeting in the United States, fully sponsored by his employer. Of course, so many people have went like that. So he went to the US consulate for a B1 visa interview. He had all the right things, my friends, seriously. Clean records, previous international travel, he went to Malaysia, valid invitation from the employer, clear explanation of the business meeting, engineering degree, and almost a year of work experience, my friends. But guess what? He still got rejected. And not just him, everyone in the queue was rejected as per him. So why was he denied? His rejection fell under Section 214B of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Now, what does that mean? It means that the visa officer believed that he failed to prove strong ties to India. So, according to the US visa law, every applicant is assumed to be an intended immigrant unless they can prove otherwise, my friends. So, even if you are going for a short visit, a wedding, a meeting, or a vacation, you have to prove that you will come back. In this applicant case, he had no family in the United States. He was unmarried, less than a year at his job, and his entire trip was funded by the company, my friends. From the officer's perspective, these are all weak ties at home. It's happening to many Indians now. This is not a one-off story. There has been a noticeable increase in US B1 and B2 visa rejection among Indian applicants, especially young professionals and students, my friends. Some have been rejected in just 40 seconds. One applicant said they were denied after mentioning they had a girlfriend in the United States. Can you believe that? Others were rejected just because they couldn't clearly articulate why they were traveling or how they would support themselves. So it's no longer enough to have a clean record or a good job. You need to demonstrate stability, roots in India, non-immigrant intent, my friends. So let's talk about strong ties to India. Let's break it down. Strong ties include things like a permanent job, my friends, or a business, property ownership, close family in India, parents, spouse, kids, financial assets, long-term career planning, prior travel history without visa violations. In contrast, red flags include newly joined company. That's a red flag. He just joined the company and is going to the US. No international travel history. Entire trip funded by a third party. No family in India, unclear itinerary, my friends. So these are some of the red flags as per the US case officer. So even if you think you have a solid case, how you present it matters a lot. How can you avoid rejection? Let's talk about it. Here are 5 practical tips to increase your chances of approval, my friends. Be precise and confident during the interview. Don't over explain or seem nervous, my friends. Carry supporting documents even if they may not ask for them, like salary slip, invitation letters, property documents. Explain your return plan. Okay, what are you coming back for? A job, a business, a wedding? Say it clearly. Avoid red flags. Never mention that you have nothing tying you back to India. If your trip isn't urgent, wait until your home ties are stronger. Remember, the case officer decides within minutes and sometimes even seconds. This story is just a warning, my friends. Even well qualified Indian professionals are being denied US visas not because they did something wrong, but because they couldn't prove what they needed to. If you are applying soon, prepare seriously, my friends. Practice your answers, carry your documents, and most importantly, prove you are coming back. If this video has helped, hit the like button, share it with someone applying for a US job, and comment below with your experiences, my friends. It will help others. Until next time, take care.